One of my favorite ways to start off my day is to sit down with a flask of water and browse the online forum known as Reddit, in order to catch up on whatever drama I may have missed while sleeping my life away. JoJo Season 6 being announced? Oh, that's pretty neat. Fan art of anime girls? Don't mind if I do. But what really caught my attention that morning was a thread labeled, "Doesn't this season of anime seem a bit barren?" Oh, this must be some big drama, I thought to myself, as I quickly braced myself for the ensuing shitstorm within the discussion. Yes, compared to the legendary winter and great spring seasons, this is a disappointment for sure. Seems like there's too much harem and isekai this season. Going to say the ones I do enjoy this season, and then proceeds to name 4 anime that he is actively enjoying. Now, this one right here really threw me for a loop, as I consider 4 anime to be quite a lot, but whatever. In our current day and age, I find it really hard to believe that, while a season may not have the heavy hitters that some do, there isn't a single anime out of the 50 being pumped out every few months that doesn't scratch a person's sweet spot. I was now determined to start a big drama with this Reddit user, as I take conflicting opinions that go against my own as a personal attack on my character. This season is not barren, and I refuse to believe so. I hurried over to the My Anime List website in search of a good anime to prove my point and teach this kid a lesson. As I am unable to formulate my own opinions or individual taste, however, I decided to base what I watched from this season on which entries had the biggest numbers attached to them, and thus went with Vanitas no Carte. Once upon a time, there was a vampire born with the name of Vanitas. He was the same as every one of his friends and family, except for one slight difference, being his birthday. You see, he was born on the night of a blue moon, and to all vampires, this is no bueno, as they find their powers significantly weakened on nights such as these. This lone reason was the cause of Vanitas being outcast by everybody he had ever known, and later being forced to brave the dark and cold world all by himself for the rest of his life. Being rightfully pissed about how he had been treated all of his life, Vanitas would leave behind a single item of importance, cleverly named the Book of Vanitas. This magical text was said to inflict a curse, known as the Curse of the Blue Moon, on those who would open it, driving a vampire insane and causing them to kill their own kind. There is no known cure for those afflicted, and for the longest of times, anybody who would be found to bear this curse would be executed on the spot in order to avert any future catastrophes. That is, until a strange human who also goes by the name of Vanitas appears, holding the same cursed text, and openly declares that he will save the vampires from extinction and cure any and all who the curse affects. Now, this raises many questions. If this guy has the book, and he's apparently trying to save everybody, then how the hell are people getting cursed? What the hell happened to the original Vanitas, who apparently has some connection to this weird human? But most importantly, why does he look so fabulous? Just like the viewer, the vampire by Vanitas' side, named Noe, has no idea and is just along for the ride in what I like to think of as a sexy mystery drama. All jokes aside, the show has really surprised me when it comes to the narrative. Between the dark character backstories and the way the show purposely withholds information while also hinting at what is to come, I've found myself anxiously waiting each week to see what revelation we will witness next. Mysteries are pretty hard to pull off in my mind, as for a mystery to actually be interesting, there needs to be a gradual build-up to the truth. Having a villain pop up and say, "Aha, it's a me," with seemingly no build-up or evidence pointing to Wario, it's not very rewarding. The director is pretty used to telling a compelling mystery like Vanitas no Carte, however, as they are also responsible for directing the Monogatari series. Using unusual shots and quick changes in tone are kind of their forte and really helps to set the unusual vibe of the show. It would also be a huge disservice not to mention that Yuki Kajiura also made the soundtrack. She has a knack for setting a darker tone for shows, and the music along with all the other reasons mentioned before are intricately connected to make a super intriguing show that has me really excited for the future of the story they want to tell. But this isn't really what I want to talk about. What I really want to talk about is vampires. And not just about vampires in general, but how they are used in modern day media. I will now summarize my thoughts in
53
seconds, so hold on tight. Are you trying to tell me that somebody biting and sucking the blood out of your body is supposed to feel good? I mean, holy shit, why has this become a thing? I can't handle it anymore. Whose idea was it to sexualize a vampire sucking the life out of a person? It's like a bunch of movie directors were trying to come up with a way to bypass censorship laws. Oh, so we can't show full-on penetration on the big screen? Let's just take this random story, make the characters vampires, even if it makes no sense, and then just tell the actors to make sex noises while sucking the ketchup out of each other. And while this would have been bad enough as a one-off accident, the Coomers totally bought into it. They don't have to feel embarrassed watching porn in a movie theater because, hey, it's just vampires doing their thing. I can't stand the fact that whenever I hear the word vampire, I don't think of horrific creatures of the night. I think of fucking Edward from Twilight. But anyways, I personally consider Twilight to be the pinnacle of fictional writing, so this tasteful sexual tension was right up my alley. I had also found a show from this season that I personally enjoyed a whole lot and could now confidently prove the haters wrong and make fun of their shit takes online. I triumphantly returned to the Reddit thread, put the nerds in their place, and signed off for the day. It's not an easy job, but somebody has to do it.